Yo, ebusia phone penny for say, we are since you tire punchenia or the rock. And I'm in an become over from say if water chases frog, it's correct or now some for about honest as see the amount penny that I don't know Mahama finally was since he sitting back. Now a boy man penny be the doctor Muhammad Baumia no a cocoa pity a chada and I alan could do mountain no omit me at the abano ato a panswa and yasam ketua at the side since in resigning say obey President Ediama Ghana Ediafa NDC Edimu. Yes, I'm Brano. Yankotin NT Mampany war resign.
Signature Edda Sia for your then stamp. Sisu de Assisiano, a criminal offences, and Assisiano Bishop for yes, I de abo a Ato Forson and Richard Jakpa. It is here the jubilation I know Muwom say. Court of Appeal no ebusha for a ruling on behalf of them no sisia no abariye e was so msa kopie mu e Supreme Court kame ho me nkoti nsema hodo a ekoso about this particular ambulance trials ansana no subscribe to Kintu TV, like a comment your comment section so click on the notification button for more news updates here channel no yenkoti mrasisia medas
a 2-1 split decision in favor of minority leader, former Deputy Finance Minister Dr. Câse Ato Forson and businessman Richard Jakpa. Yeah, a equity of no wrongdoing in the 2.37 million euro ambulance case. Nipa imi file a case of no submission in that ambulance case. High Court Botugui established a prima facie case. The case no my daughter case Ato Forson cried the close the case. Ni begin Richard Jakpa. But now the kind of file an appeal. The Court of Appeal. So still no submission of no case in the appeal court to sign review musan so mu boni bi o maye and so mu gina court na yatoto to ma and no na Court of Appeal no court transfer judges miensa court transfer emu mienu egitu mu se eye no kre omonwe mu nyina dia dance yes submission of no case ni e was gina na high court no ye mfonso enti Dr. Câse Ato Forson and Richard Jakpa inform hu kodi the Attorney General Emma Ghana for nyina say case this is not the end of it obeko appeal na appeal na okono he is moving straight to the Supreme Court no the assembly ko down wo na wa kire adekodientia ensese the acquittal of Câse Ato Forson and Richard Jakpa ensese a hold the test of time because ruling no awon so akenka bi no enfunso bebrebe e wo ho na said the beya obeti case na see making kind the appeal document dia kire but said the beya obehunu said the case ni si ko na si ba ntino me say to me boss na ma summarize the entire decision of the Court of Appeal ye 2-1 the obia kan ye ntia ne omu gina so e release submission of no case no enyina na Dr. Câse Ato Forson and Richard Jakpa emfa no nkodi any statement Attorney General enso e dia share ne appeal document mo so kire say Supreme Court nso hwe so na sa appeal court ruling no ono nso yen set no aside said the be hu said the case no esi echo now judge for me and son omo transe e wo the appeal case no so no 1 Justice Kwekuti Akabuafo 2 Justice Philip Bright Mensah and 3 Justice Alex Poku Echampo. These were the 3 appeals court judges. Yeah, omo a rule on the submission of no case and the possible and answer the acquittal of Dr. Câse Ato Forson and Richard Jakpa. Judge near will declare Justice Kwekuti Akabuafo. Nisem now kind in Nirana Mabon Tofan or say based on my analysis and in fidelity to the law, I am of the opinion that the appeal filed by both the first and third appellants should succeed. In the result, I would allow the appeals and the ruling of the trial court dated March 30th, 2023, calling on the first appellant and the third appellant to open their defense in respect of the charges in count 1 and count 5 hereby set aside. Also, the call on the third appellant to open his defense in respect of the charge in count 3 set aside. In their place, an order upholding the submission of no keys entered for both the first and third appellant in respect of those 3 counts in the charge sheet is issued. Consequently, both appellants are hereby acquitted and discharged. Reasons no kone Justice Philip Bright di nyina na yepe nti meka nyina bom na maka na akọ. Now, they both made Ono and Justice Philip Bright Mensah both made some conclusion, including the fact that the prosecution, which is the Attorney General, did not establish a prima facie case against Ato Forson and Richard Jakpa, and therefore the High Court erred by upholding the argument of the state, according to Justice Kwakuti Akabuafo, Justice Philip Bright Mensah, the Attorney General, and to me I established a prima facie case. They rejected the case of the Attorney General that Ato Forson issued the letters of credit without the authorization of the then Finance Minister, ßreak, noting that evidence adduced by confessions from both Ato Forson and ßreak indicate that his boss, ßreak, was very much aware of Ato Forson's actions, and that he, ßreak, gave Ato Forson the permission to issue those letters of credit. And to get the form you know, the other kind say Attorney General, can say Ato Forson issued those letters of credit without authorization, according to Judge Simienu and yes, sanity. And according to Amoka Sani say, Ato Forson no one can say the dance or court to say, and then the 2 minutes on the sign. Sansuna said, Takpayana or your finance minister, or no so Ato Forson friend as a witness, or no so be the dance or court to say, or no, and the man, Dr. Casey Ato Forson, to me, say on issue those letters of credit. And then on what J, they will say, Takpayana no 2 minutes precope. So you cannot come to court and say that Ato Forson acted without authorization. This is according to the 2 judges. And we almost say, to succeed on the charge that the first accused acted without cause and authorization, the best evidence to establish it was for the prosecution to have invited the substantive minister, Honorable ßreak, having regard to the evidence. It was done on his blind side. We are of the considered opinion that ßreak was a material witness whose evidence would have decided the case one way or the other. Failure by the prosecution to invite him to testify that he did not authorize Forson was fatal to the case of the prosecution. For the law is well settled that if there is